guys, I'm here from the channel of Geeked, and welcome to my 1080p 60fps Ultra Gaming build. This is the AMD edition. I will be releasing an Intel edition after this video is released. So this build comes around about £630 or $750 if you live in the US. And I think $750 is really the sweet spot for 1080p 60fps gaming, especially if you're going to be playing the games at ultra settings. So this PC will easily be able to rock through all the games out there, including Advanced Warfare, and when GTA 5 comes out, this is GTA 5 ready. So let's go with the processor. So for the CPU, we've gone for the AMD FX 8370. I really like the 8300 series. It's quite a good series, especially when it comes to gaming. If you're going to be choosing AMD processors for gaming, the 8300 series is the best. Now the multiplier is unlocked on this processor, so it's a 4 GHz processor, but we're going to overclock it to 4.3 GHz. And it also has 8 cores. Now, as I've been saying in my previous videos, games only still utilize 2 to 4 cores, but it's nice to have 8 cores, since some future games will easily be able to use 6 to 8 cores. And it's just a great processor, and it also has a TDP of 125 watts, and it supports up to DDR3 2400 MHz memory. That's great. So any games which require higher megahertz when it comes to memory, this CPU supports it. So I mean, this is a great processor for how much it even costs. For the motherboard, we're going to go for the ASRock 970 Extreme 3 R2. Now this is an AM3 socket motherboard, so our CPU fits in here perfectly. It has SATA 6 gigabit per second ports, and it also features an ATX form factor. Now this is a great motherboard since it supports overclocking as well, and it's an extreme board, so that's what I'm saying, overclocking comes into that. And not really much to say about this board. This is not BioStar. Now loads of people think ASRock is a bad brand, but I think ASRock deserves a bit more credit. It's a good brand and they make good motherboards, and it's not like BioStar. Are BioStar even in business? I don't even know that. So ASRock make great boards. They're reliable, they're durable, and it has an all solid capacitor design, so it won't fail on you, just saying. For the memory, I'm going to go for G-Skill 8GB module. So this is a single 8GB stick. This is DDR3 memory clocked at 1600 MHz. Now this is the Ripjaws X series, which come with a great heat spreader. So it's a red heat spreader which will spread the heat evenly. And G-Skill make great memory. They pretty much specialize just in memory, which is pretty cool. And it's a really good memory set, I would say, because, you know, 8GB is where we should be now. 16GB can come handy when it comes to video editing, but it's unnecessary when it comes to gaming. Now in this build we have 2 storage choices. Well, not choices, but we're going to be using those 2 choices. We're going to start with an SSD. Now SSD is a must have in this build. So we've got the Kingston Technology 120GB solid state drive. This is the V300 series, which uses a SATA 3 connection, so 6 gigabit per second connection. And this is a really cheap SSD, but it's really reliable because it's made by Kingston, and Kingston do specialize in memory only things, so SD cards and SSDs, for example. There's also a different choice. If you're going to up the price on here, you can go for a 240 or a 480 gig. If you want to lower the price, you can buy a 60 gigabyte drive. It's an economical, affordable, and convenient drive, so it's pretty cool. Now I've used this other drive in pretty much all my builds I've done on this channel, so we're going to go for the 1TB Seagate Barracuda drive. I don't know how much I would say this drive is so reliable to buy, so reliable, economical, convenient to buy. It's a 3.5-inch drive, and it also supports SATA 3 connection, so 6 gigabit per second read and write speeds, and 7,200 RPM, 64 megs of cache, 8 millisecond response time. And it's just a great hard drive to buy. It's made by Seagate and they specialize only in hard drives, I think, and SSDs, I don't know that, but it's a great brand, and the Barracuda series is just great, and for the price I think you can't go wrong with this drive. For the graphics card, we're going to go for the XFX Radeon R9 290. Now this is a 4 GB card, so that's 4 GB of GDDR5 memory. This is a great card because for how much it costs, we can play Valve games at 4K, so something like Team Fortress 2, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, you can play this at 4K. Now it uses the GCN architecture, which is a 32nm or 28nm architecture, I believe somewhere around there, and it supports DirectX 11.2, it has future DirectX 12 support, and you can also crossfire if you're going to have an extra graphics card in this system. Now it has 2560 stream processors, and the core speed of this system is around about 947 megahertz, which is a pretty cool clock speed. And it also has some decent I/O with a DisplayPort, HDMI, and 2 dual-link DVI ports. To house all these components, we're going to have the Thermaltake V3 Black Edition case. This is a mid-tower case. It's a full ATX case. It has a side window, and it also has very good cooling option. You can put a rad at the top, so if you're going to have a water cooling solution, you can put a rad on the top, just a standard H100i rad. You can put a H80i rad at the side. You've got extra fans at the side. I think there's 5 fan slots here. This is a great case when it comes to cooling, and it's just great. You know, it comes with 2 USB 2s, 1 mic, 1 headphone port. You know, that's pretty simple. It includes a 120mm fan, so that's pretty cool as well. It's made with Thermaltake. They do great cases, I think, and it's just a great case, especially when it comes to airflow. This case is pretty cool. To power this whole system, we're going to go with the Silverstone ST60F ESB. This is the Strider Essential driver, 600 watts. It's 80 plus bronze, and it comes with 120mm fan at the top, and you can bottom mount it or top mount it, I think, on the case. I'm not sure what it is, but it's either top mounted or bottom mounted. And it's an ATX power supply, 80 plus bronze as I said, and 600 watts. That's enough to power this whole AMD system. So this build comes up to £630 and $750 if you live in the US. I'll leave 2 PC part picker links in the description below where you can look at this build. Hope you guys enjoyed this build. I will be doing an Intel version of this build soon. And remember to like, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.